Hey guys, you're here with Ashley and Goran, and thanks for joining us once again for a European football live show here at PickDawgz YouTube. Ashley, if we haven't had a lot to talk about yesterday, we have even less to talk about today. So,
Yeah. I had one premium in, and I already hit it, but yeah, one of them was an England National League Stockport to score twice, so you know shit's getting real. I'm having to dig super deep. I did make a play on that Barcelona women's match, but just for goals in the first half. Um, I tried and tried and tried. I'm like, I like the. It's funny because a couple of that you mentioned that you were on, I actually did look at those, which is so bizarre because these matches are so random. And I did like those, but yeah, just did one double. Um, and I probably will do the same thing tonight. If I come up with one double, I'll probably be lucky because God, it should. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm usually like breaking down matches from morning, noon, and night, and now I'm just sitting around like I don't know what to do with myself.
now it's time to get some sleep.
Yeah, but that's boring. I'm like, I keep looking at the schedule like it's going to change and they're going to add more like games or something.
At least you're not shaking when you're sleeping.
No, that's true. And at least the Stockport got me my 2 goals in the first half. So I have to sweat that out. You got 2 goals in 30 minutes. So yeah, when you put in a premium, and I did a couple of personal bets myself. I never bet draws, but I love the numbers in this Harrogate Leighton Orient's a number, another English league. 0-0 at halftime. It's so stupid. I never bet draws. I hate them. And you know what I've realized? If I'm going to bet a draw, I should bet halftime draw because it was 0-0 at halftime. And then these fuckers came out and scored 2. So now it's 2-0. I hate draws. You guys can have those. There's value in them, but I can never get it right. I can never get draws right, ever.
Yeah, it's not easy to hit a draw. It's
But
I
doesn't
mean, it
it make
doesn't
more
take a
sense,
lot.
right? Like I think I'll have to look at it, but it seems like you don't get paid out quite as much. But I think if you're expecting a draw, it's best to take a halftime draw and take half of the
Oh
match
yeah,
out of it. Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's how I should have played it. So yeah, I'm just learning. I just never play them. I just don't like it. Hello, hola, Rivera. How are you doing from Chicago? Nice.
Hola, you speak Spanish now? There we go.
I do speak a teeny bit of Spanish.
Yeah.
¿Cuántos
Se-
años tenías cuando aprendió a hablar inglés?
I don't
Right. I finally said something you don't understand.
know.
Chukarichki. That's not even a cuss word. I just finally got the name of a Serbian team right.
You don't have to
Jablonec.
enunciate, though.
What about Jablonec?
No, it's not ja.
Oh yeah, it's yeah.
Uh,
Jablonec. God damn it, I never remember that one.
and
I
it's
got
not
Chukarichki.
Jablonec, it's Jablonec.
Goran, I'm getting better.
I
¿Cuántos años
know.
tenías cuando aprendió a hablar inglés? You don't know that one.
I don't think those are words that you just said.
They are. They are. Rivera and Johnny can tell you. And also, chupa-me paviaro. Go figure that shit out in Portuguese. I can't say it on the air, which is bad
I'll,
because I say fuck all the time, but it's real bad.
I'll wait for Pedro to come along.
I can't believe Barcelona women haven't scored. Like, doesn't matter because I just needed a goal, but man,
I need one more.
I'm
I had
getting
over
like
one and a half.
super tempted to bet over 1.75 at like a pretty good price in this one because I just like their possession is crazy. I just man, but I'd be surprised if Barcelona women don't score here.
I needed one
Just
more. I still need one more in the first half in that game because I had over one and a half as a single at minus 124. It was surprisingly good price in that game. So hoping for one more.
Johnny says Je suis de Chicago. I don't know. I'm gonna look stupid here, but Je
That's
suis
French.
to me. Yeah, I'm like that looks French to me. So if that's Spanish, I definitely didn't
Sounds
learn
French.
that one. Yeah, it does. The way I say it anyway. I'm probably saying it wrong.
Maybe Joe speaks French. She's Canadian. Like a lot of Canadians speak French.
Yeah, but that's just a very specific part. Is it like Quebec? It's not Quebec,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Quebec.
mostly in Quebec and some parts of
Okay,
Ontario.
Mr. has got it straight out. He is from Chicago. I knew it all along. But that's French, right? So I think I don't know. I need to learn to speak more languages. When I lived in Greece for 3 years, I was younger and like 75% fluent in it. But man, I forgot all of that except like the good mornings and all that. Sad.
When you don't use it, of course, you'll forget it, right? It's
I know, but I just love, like, I wish I could speak multiple languages fluently. Most Americans are like, just speak American. And I'm like, I love different languages, different cultures, love traveling. So, yeah, can't wait. And Barcelona, should I live bet this or not for these bitches to score here?
for these bitches to score. Was that a purposely? Did you say that purposely? Those bitches to score because they're
Ladies,
women.
I call men bitches too. Should I bet for one of these women's teams to score
uh,
again in the first half?
I don't
It's
know.
only 10 minutes left, but I don't know. I'm not going to bet it.
I
It's
mean,
a great
Barcelona has
price.
only one shot on target, which is quite weird.
Yeah, which is
It's,
crazy because look at their possession too.
I think they might score like in the 44th minute or something like that. I hope so.
I'm getting
At
tempted to
least.
pull the trigger. I don't know. But I was like, I posted on there something about this match, and this guy was like calling me a degenerate because I'm betting on women's matches. Like, I actually do like the women's Champions League, just like a few teams. Like, I like PSG today, but I kind of liked the under, and so I hate unders. I'm glad I didn't go with it because Bayern women scored like super super late. But yeah, women's Champions League, there's a lot of value to be found. I think it's pretty much the
Maria
only
Antoinette has scored for PSG.
Marie Antoinette.
Yeah,
That's kind of hard to do without your head, isn't it?
she scored twice.
Jeez. I guess you can accomplish it once you've been
Yeah.
decapitated.
Oh man.
Fuck you! It's 0-0 in this Harrogate. I bet the draw now it's 3-0. Like Leighton Orient just fucking laying it on them. I'm never betting a draw again in my entire life. I'm done.
Maybe Harrogate can score 3 goals though.
I mean, I'm glad that Real Madrid got me a goal in this first half, but I'm really surprised. I was full on. The reason I took that bet in my doubles because I thought Barcelona was going to score in the first half. But so luckily, it doesn't matter who scored it.
Anything interesting happening in Hawaii today, Ashley?
I mean, I live in Waikiki. It's like smack in the middle of Honolulu, crazy town. So there's always something interesting happening here. Blood curdling screams at 2 a.m. We used to call the cops. Now we just ignore them, you know? There's a guy that lives on the floor below us, this older guy. He's really sweet. We take him food sometimes and stuff, but he just randomly starts like 3 or 4 in the morning, and we just sleep through it. Sirens going by. It's amazing the sounds that you get used to living in Honolulu.
Maybe
Everyone hears Honolulu and they think like, you know, everyone's just like, you know, dancing at luau's and stuff. There's some crazy shit that goes on in Honolulu.
I think everywhere is like that.
Yeah, well, it's extra bad here. It's awesome though. I love it living in Waikiki. But we should probably talk about something that these people give a shit about.
We actually have a couple of Australian A-League matchups for tomorrow, Ashley. Even though their national team is playing. That's weird. But
oh, really?
I guess I'll
yeah, that must have been what I was reading because like Melbourne City, right? Are they going to be missing a couple of players? That must be why. Maybe they're playing for the national team.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, they're still favorites against Brisbane.
Yeah, because the way, you know what, like if you combine, so the way that I was thinking about betting that when I was looking at it last night is taking like Melbourne City to score. I'm not shooting for them to score twice with them having players out, but mixing that up with like over 2.5 corners, or was it 3.5 corners? So I don't know, something you get at like -120, a pretty good price. So I probably will play it that way. I don't know. Got to look at it more, but I think even with players missing, that they'll score once. Yeah.
I mean, I would combine BTTS with something, maybe something in that other game, because Melbourne has conceded at least 1 goal in their last 6 games in a row. So
yeah, I was just trying to figure out a way to bet it. Like I love doing doubles sometimes, but I try as much as I can to just keep it at singles, right, and not start getting it wrapped up into other matches. But yeah, and that's I don't think that's a bad look either. What was the one that ended 0-0 the other day? That was the one where Perth was playing, right?
oh, that was like a week ago.
Yeah, I think may have been Newcastle, which was surprising because I've been impressed with them this season so far. I'm really getting tempted to bet this one now with 7 minutes to go.
I need one more goal. Come on.
You have over 1.5 and a double?
No, as a single.
Oh, you just bet the first half over 1.5. Okay.
Yeah. I had I have over 3.5 total in a double with that Peterborough and what was it, Charlton?
Yeah, well, the three of the last four have done that. So Barcelona in January just beat them 1-0, but that's odd. It's 5-0, 3-1, 4-1. So these are typically high scoring. So
Let me see the lineup for this game. Who's playing first?
for who? Barcelona women?
Yeah, I think they have pretty much their entire lineup. I see Alexia Putellas is in, Jennifer Hermoso. I mean, all of those are
I literally couldn't name a single player. I just know
somewhat
that.
known players.
I just look at the metrics and the stats. I can't name any of them. Wasn't it the PSG women's player that like hired a hitman or something? Just like a few months ago, remember that? Or had hired some guy to beat the shit out of. Oh, it was this
Yeah,
girl that was her teammate,
yeah.
and they were in the car together, and she hired these guys to pull her out and beat her ass because she wanted a starting job. I was like,
Yeah,
Jesus, that lady is
I remember
hardcore.
that. That was about a month and a half, 2 months ago, or something like that.
Yeah, sometime not too long ago, but
Yeah,
try hiring her to like break her leg or something.
that was
Like,
crazy.
why don't you just practice harder to get a starting spot? It's like the French version of Tanya Harding. But yeah, unfortunately tomorrow, man, that's looking.
Yeah, I'm looking apart from those two Australian games. There's really nothing. There's a game
Yeah,
in Faroe Islands. That's their second division, I'm guessing.
I'm gonna take a look. Like I haven't looked yet because typically PSG and Barcelona are the women's matches that I bet. I'll take a look at Juve and I know Lyon's women seem really good, so and there might be some value to be found in that one. But yeah, probably the Aussie matches. Yeah, and you're right. I do like Brisbane here. I think they score on Melbourne City. But yeah, it's just slim pickings. I mean, yesterday I went out on a limb and played an Argentinian match. The team total over 1.5, and they scored in the first 4 minutes. I was like, this is a slam dunk. And then they did what South American teams do. They got a goddamn red card. After
Yeah.
dominating the match. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm just sticking with Europe. And, I don't know. It's like UFC fights down there instead of football. So, I mean, that bet should have been a slam dunk. Like, I'm just going to stick with the part of the world that I like betting and not bet stuff just to bet it.
I'm trying to find the odds for. Oh, here you are. The odds of Sweden are now plus 104. If you haven't bet that yet, jump on it, guys. I read today that Czech Republic was supposed to fly to Sweden today and practice there, and I don't know what else. But their plane was broken. They had to fix it, and they will be flying to Sweden on Wednesday.
I did that. I had someone do that.
Wednesday evening, so they won't basically have any time to practice there because the game is on Thursday. If you haven't bet to Sweden yet, go for it.
Yeah, and shop around because it was like plus 105, and then this morning on Bovada it was plus 110. But yep, I don't know. I'm loving that one, and I'll be sprinkling Alexander Isak and then Forsberg as goal scorers. Just sprinkling though, because I don't really expect it to be necessarily like a high scoring match. And typically, I want like lots of goals if I'm going to take a goal scorer prop. But I do think that there's value on Isak and Forsberg in that one.
Yeah, I mean even Ibrahimovic. I think is he in the lineup?
I think so. They were talking about it this morning. I don't know. Some people are even saying it's possible that Patrick Schick plays, but that doesn't
No,
really bother me.
I read today that he's out and that Zofal guy from West Ham is out as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking even if Schick, who I love, it does play, he hasn't played in so long that I don't think he's going to be, in top form anyway. Because it's been like a month or something, I think, since he's played. So.
Yeah. So there are players in Sweden national team. So 23 years old, 21 years old, 20 years old, 26, 25, 24, 23, 19 years old, and there's Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 40 years old.
Hey, he's young. I'm 46. What you trying to say?
He's not young in soccer age.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm just hoping, like, I'm just loving that one. Surprised getting it at plus money. I don't think they're just going to go in there and blow the doors off of them. But with Sweden
Oh,
being
no.
at home and just the way everything sets up, I like that one. I can't believe Barcelona's not going to score
Yeah,
in
I
the
was gonna
first half.
say, I don't think this goal is happening, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I didn't bet it, which means it's going to happen in like the second minutes of stoppage time.
They're gonna score 4 goals in the second half, and
That's exactly what they're going to do.
I mean, at least I'll hit my double. But
Well, maybe there's still a chance you'll hit it. I don't know. Does it say how much stoppage time they're going to do?
let me see if it says.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
it
just always crush this team.
doesn't say
Ridiculous.
yet.
I bet they score in the 47th minute when they come out.
That'd be.
Dumbasses.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
As long as I get one more goal in this Plymouth and Cheltenham Town match.
Yeah, when I'm betting on Stockport United, I mean Stockport County, I think they are. Shit's getting entertaining. It was a good bet though. It's kind of interesting with this international break because you have to look into teams that you usually would pay no attention to, trying to find value. And I saw the number, I was like, yeah, I like them to score too. Never ever would have played it if there were other matches to choose from.
And we never ever will as soon as we get all the other games back.
Yeah, this will be the only time I've been on Stockport County until the next international break, probably.
Yeah. And I actually think this is the last international break of the season. After
God, I hope
this,
so.
we have only club soccer for the next month and a half or so. We're going to finish up the Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. The national leagues are going to be closing up. So
Champions League is getting super interesting now. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Got some interesting matchups. So come on, Barcelona.
who do you think is going to win the EPL this season?
Everyone's gonna say Man City. I'm gonna say Liverpool.
You know what? It's quite possible. Depends who will go further in the Champions League, I would say.
I think it's worth putting a little bit on Liverpool to win the Champions League. I don't know. It's not as much value as it was, obviously, but I think you can still get it at like plus 3 something, plus 400. I might put a little bit on that because I could see.
Find it here.
I could see Liverpool winning that, and just put in like half a unit to get 3 times your money. I don't think that's a bad bet.
Champions League, City has plus 200, Liverpool plus 225.
Oh, so it's a drop then. Yeah. I don't know if I would do it for less than plus 300, but I think they got a shot.
Bayern is plus 350, Real Madrid plus 900, and Chelsea plus 1100.
Yeah, I think Liverpool and Real Madrid might be worth sprinkling there.
Top goal scorer, Lewandowski, minus 2,500. And then Salah is next with plus 1,100.
I would take Salah.
You know what? It's possible if Bayern gets knocked out in the next stage.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many goals they have, though, but...
and with their defense, it is possible. And if Lewandowski is fantastic, but if I had a team and had to choose between one of the two, I would take Mo Salah. I mean, to me, that guy is just... they're both world class. You can't go wrong with either of them. But if you're getting that price on a striker who's just as good, yeah,
I don't think he can catch up though. Lewandowski has 12, Salah has 8 goals, and there's what?
Well, it depends on the matchups, I guess. Good morning, it's Toronto, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you happen to be.
What about Serie A winner? Who's going to win Serie A this season?
Oh my God! I mean, I have no clue about that one. I don't think it's going to be Inter though. I don't think they can turn around whatever their serious problems are right now. And they're serious problems. So very weird for a team that was fantastic on offense and defense, and now they're struggling on both sides.
I mean, they have 9 games left to play, Inter, and everybody else has 8. So,
Yeah,
I don't know. Anything's possible. I mean, even Juventus can all of a sudden
yeah,
get
they can.
relevant. So,
Yeah, I think it's just a wide open race. I wouldn't even know. Oh, Gerardo, you're in LA. 151. Okay, it's 10:51 here in Hawaii. See, so sometimes you guys in California are 2 hours ahead, and sometimes 3. We don't do the time change, so I'm always having to change because I have to live on Eastern the Standard Time. So I don't know. I can't keep up with anything basically. But yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any good bets for tomorrow, feel free to throw them out there because I'm struggling. Oh, Rivera, you don't have. So yeah, my book doesn't have a lot of women's, but they didn't even have like the Women's Champions League in your book because that is weird, especially with as few matches going on right now.
You need to
would
get
think
a
they would
better
have
book.
that. Yeah, for sure.
And they didn't score. God damn it.
This is hilarious. So I made this random ass bet, not as a premium, for a goal to be scored in both halves, and it's Oldham Athletic and Sutton United, whoever the fuck they are. And there was a goal scored in both halves. It was like a minus 110 or something. I was like, the last match was 2-1. Fuck it. I think they can do it. See? You find little gems when there's nothing else to bet on.
Yeah. When you have to look hard, you find stuff to bet on.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to find value on these Lyon women here. They haven't lost in 5. I don't know how many of those were outright wins, but versus Juve, they beat them 3-2, and then the last one was 3-0. So I know they're really good. So yeah, Rivera, you might need to try to find another book so you can bet some of these because it's really all I see worth betting tomorrow.
Lyon has won 4 of their last 5. And in those 4 wins, they haven't conceded a single goal.
Yeah, and the Arsenal women versus the Wolfsburg, that could be interesting. They're both on big
Arsenal women are
undefeated streak, so
are one of the best women's team in Europe.
Yeah, they are good. But both of those are on some pretty impressive streaks right now. Jesus, I mean, we might be having to break down and play these fucking like international friendlies of like Gabon versus Grenada. I might actually throw something on that.
I mean, these under 17 European Championship games could be interesting for some teams when you find a team like I don't know, Belgium maybe or Germany or whoever's playing there.
I'm already breaking down. Like I messaged one of my Twitter buddies about the PSG. Who is it they're playing? Lorient? I don't know. I was like, what do you think about the under 3.5? Because it seems like PSG has gone to an unders team. And he's like, what the hell are you doing breaking down matches from like, 5 days from now? But because
even more than 5 days from now, you're crazy.
Well, I mean, it's like, yeah, true. It's on the 2nd. But there's nothing else to look at right now. So I was like, I'll just look ahead and see if I see any value.
Yeah, and then PSG gets without 5 players, and then they could see 3 goals against Monaco. So
yeah, I said I was asking about it. Didn't say I was going to play it.
I read today that apparently Neymar is coming to the practice drunk all the time.
I read that too. Yeah, if he comes drunk, he comes there late. It's like, just throw him off the team already. I mean, these guys that make this much money, come on.
Kick his ass like in high school. Like stop him in a locker or, I don't know, in a trash can.
Imagine being that much of a douchebag, though. Like, you're paid all of this money and you can't even show up, right? So, like, these training sessions on time and sober. Like, what a spoiled little bitch he is.
What bothers me more is that he was allowed to do that constantly. Does nobody have the balls to stand up to that
No,
little
because
bit?
that's what I'm saying. Like in professional athletics, like the team, the players run the teams. It's the same way in the NBA and all of that, right? Like if LeBron James wants to coach gone, he's probably fucking gone. That's why Nick Saban probably went to the Miami Dolphins and was like, "Fuck this," because he has to be in control. It's different with college players, but yeah, Neymar. I mean, all the talent in the world, no doubt about that. But these spoiled motherfuckers that make this much money and just can't. Like I said, you have people that work for minimum wage that can show up to work on time, and these spoiled pricks can't manage to do it. So yeah, fuck that guy.
One time I commented on some guy's Twitter post about Neymar, and I said that Neymar is overrated.
He is.
I was getting notifications for 5 days.
And death threats. People take some of this shit really, really seriously. Yeah.
Are you seriously telling me he's not overrated? Why? Because he's scoring goals for Brazil against Peru and whoever the fuck is down there in South America.
Right. Yeah.
I think
team. he's a great player, but he's not playing as great as he could because he's just a spoiled little brat.
He hasn't won anything except League One since he left Barcelona. If he stayed with Barcelona for another 3 or 4 years, he would have been the best player in the world by now for sure, and he would have had a lot more trophies in his cabinet than freaking League One.
Yeah, well, apparently he just has a bunch of vodka in there now, so fuck that guy.
Oh man!
Imagine all of us though. That would be fun. Just show up to your office job drunk all the time. That would be the only way I could tolerate it. I will say I could never have an office job. So I do consider myself lucky because you put me in a little cubicle, I'll definitely be slamming back Kettle One vodka all day long.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that sober.
Oh God, no.
I don't know what kind of job would it have to be to sit in the office for 8 hours.
No, I couldn't do it. I'm a dental hygienist, and I stopped that. Like, gave up a really good salary to do this because even that was driving me crazy. It is fun, and I do like it, but dealing with patient after patient after patient, and you have to deal with so many personalities in one day, and most of them are nice, but you always have those cunts, that's like they come over there, don't move my chair, don't lift it back, don't put this thing in my mouth, don't do this, and I'm just like, this bitch is getting sprayed in the face for sure today.
How do you expect me to do my job if you don't let me do anything?
Yeah, don't be rude to someone who's about to use very sharp instruments in your mouth. Just a heads up.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we're boring everyone. I don't know. I'm going to be betting on Women's Champions League tomorrow. I'm going to be betting some of these Aussie matches. That's it. I'm like, I feel like I'm watching paint dry because this is what I do all day and I have nothing to do. These matches are horrible and they're not going to be good for like 2 more days. So just the way.
Yeah, we are getting some of it back on Thursday. So we'll have a lot more to talk about tomorrow, guys. But as for today, that was it. We weren't quite useful today. We had a few laughs.
We're never useful. I told you that.
We're never useful.
We just have fun. But yeah, I mean, sometimes we're useful. Sometimes you're useful. I'm very rarely useful.
Why? Why are you saying that?
I don't know. I'm just bored. I just ramble. That's what I do. I mean, I'm sitting here staring at a Stockport versus Kingsland Town ticker for fuck's sake.
Well, stop. Turn your phone off.
They already scored. I don't even need anymore. You'd be betting hockey. Yeah, Rivera, let me tell you what my show. I noticed this trend, and this has been a slam dunk bet for me. No idea if they're playing tonight. So 99% of what I bet is just footy. I can't stand betting any other sport except hockey, first period overs. And I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. It's got to be 5 or 6 in a row. I just slam it for a couple of units. The Devils first period overs been a cash cow for me. So, well, I'm gonna bet that trend until the wheels fall off of that one.
Well, there you have it, guys. Bet on hockey with Ashley. That's it.
Devils first period overs.
That's it for today, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. We might have
the
some
Devils
previews.
play tonight. I'm putting a bet in just as soon as the show is over. You better believe it.
We might have some previews for tomorrow. We might not. I honestly have no idea. But we'll have some for Thursday. and we'll talk about those games tomorrow. We'll record some videos for those games as well. And that's it, guys. Enjoy your evening, and we'll be back tomorrow 4:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. See you guys.